Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 5 of the January daily draws. It's the midweek point, so let's see what kind of message we're going to get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Star Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Sacred Spirit reading cards. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, so here we go. So here we'll go there, and our card today is the World. Beautiful. She's holding the world literally in our hands. We have the whole world in our hands. Reminds me of that song. And to me, that says that we have a world of opportunity before us. That we have the complete picture here. Everything is in balance. Everything is coming together. The world is literally before us. And as we continue into this new year, we have a world of opportunities that are unfolding before us. So, you know, it's in our hands. We need to take hold of those opportunities and forge our way forward. Reminds me a little of the Two of Wands, where he's choosing his path forward and he has the world, the globe, and he's looking where he can put his energy next and the opportunities he can seize. And this is a similar energy. So it's almost like we have a blank sheet on which to begin to write our story of this year. You know, it's the world is like the completion of one cycle and the beginning of something else, which is we've just completed a year and we're entering into a new cycle of opportunities, of growth, of abundance, and a transformation. All these things are here. We've been through so much of that already, and we've got the opportunities now laying before us to go even further. So literally the world is our oyster, you know. And it's what we make of it. It's the energy what we put into it. If it's one thing that we've learned, is that we determine the outcomes by what we do and the energy we put in there. Yes, there are circumstances beyond our control that the world brings to us, and we're only part of a bigger picture, but we're an important part. And what we do have control of is how we react and what we can do. So situations may arise that are beyond what we can determine of happening. You know, things just happen in the world that we perhaps didn't choose, that we're not responsible for, but we may live with the effects of it. But it's how we react to it that we have that control over, right? So we can still determine our reaction and how we use the opportunity of that situation, right? Every situation we face, whether we brought it into being or whether the world has brought it into being in some way beyond our control, whatever the situation, right? There's a way that we can react to that situation that will be of benefit to ourselves and or to those around us, right, and to our purpose here. So seize this world of opportunities that are unfolding before us now. Be ready to take hold of them and make of them what we will. Okay, so let's see what oracle card we get. Okay, here we go. And we have Cosmic Ancestors, voice your concerns. Make your voice heard first. Cosmic Ancestors, maybe you have concerns about what lies ahead. Don't be afraid to voice those, to acknowledge those. Acknowledge your feelings and learn from your ancestors. Learn from those who have walked before you. It's about that universal consciousness as well that ties in with the world consciousness. And learn from those that have gone before you. Get guidance from your ancestors if you can connect with them. And also voice any concerns. Stand up and be countered. So don't be silent. Take any opportunities to stand up and be counted and to be who you are and to speak your voice. And anything you're concerned about in the world that you may want to speak to, don't be afraid to be a voice in this world. You're an important, necessary voice, and watch out for the opportunities to express that voice. Right? There've been many that has gone before us that if they'd have stayed silent, we would have been in a totally different place. But because they spoke up and because they stood their ground and they expressed who they were and what they believed in and stood up for what they believed to be right, things happened that brought us to where we are today. And we can be such people for the future, for people in the future to look back on. Will they look back on and be thankful for what we did? Or will they look back and say, why didn't you do something when you had the opportunity? So it's considering our place in the world, taking the opportunities to fulfill that place in the world, and to have the courage to speak out and be the voice that we need to be when given the opportunity. So I feel that is the message for today. I'll be back tomorrow to do day 6. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.